EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the Pacific Northwest, the home of the 12s, and they are in full roar as you get a look inside Lumen Field in Seattle. Coming up, a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a potential classic in store, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Seattle Seahawks. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
At their own 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hurry, hurry!
They'll start this drive out on the ground. Oh, good move. And he's got some space here. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
It's been a long season, but he still looks fresh running the football. He knows his guys are one game away from a Super Bowl, so he's going to give it all he's got. And that's a heck of a run right there.
Right back to him on 1st down. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. 43 yards. And the Panthers have struck first in this NFC title game. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Here's Gibson to start the drive. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
Here we go. 13 next.
Throwing now is Gino. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, his first throw of his playoff matchup is intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback out of the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 79 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
Well, they're making a real first quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
Ready? Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Off the option, that's complete. Touchdown! Adam Thielen, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And it's now 14-0.
14. Seahawks, nothing.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
Here's Smith. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Piñeiro now to add the extra point. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0.
Makes the score Panthers 21. Seahawks, nothing.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Seahawks. Point after here coming up. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3 because remember, Charles, there he goes right side. Inside the 20. And finally down at the 9-yard line. 166 yards rushing now as he's looked good here in this opening quarter of the NFC Championship. A conference championship on the line and a championship-type run right there.
That guy's running as if he can smell it, feel it, and obviously wants it.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. Right back to him on first down. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. It'll be a gain of 4, but it'll bring us now to a 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
From the 7 now, it's 3rd and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Chuba Hubbard taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Panthers continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
And he returns this to the 22.
Bridge on the return. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They'll need to come from behind if they want to play in 2 weeks as they trail early in this NFC Championship game. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
From the 31, here comes 2nd and a yard.
From the gun, here's Smith.
That's complete to Pierce. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Smith now to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Dante Jackson picks it.
A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Reek Woolen in on the stop.
Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
176 yards rushing for him now. A strong performance here in this first half with a Super Bowl berth on the line. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And the Panthers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Buying time to his left.
And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
Boy, that was lockdown coverage there. He's scanning for someone to come open. But that was great work to blanket everyone. And in the end, he's just got to throw it away.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
They'll run here on 3rd and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
So Young will head to the sideline, and on is Pinheiro for the Panther field goal.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about.
And that flag accepted.
So what a turnaround there. A roughing call on the field goal try leads to 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding him out on 1st down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Ready up.
They'll try to run this one in. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal.
Young will set to throw. This is caught. Touchdown, Panthers. Hayden Hurst, a 5-yard touchdown.
And the Panthers are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Pinheiro's extra point up and good.
And the route is on here in this first half.
Seahawks 7.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly.
The Smith throw caught here by Metcalf.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
At the 24-yard line.
2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play.
There we go.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
53.
Off of play action, here's Smith. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
17 yards. That's good for a Seahawks first down.
Motion man right, that's Pierce.
42-yard line.
Check 58. Look.
Now Gino on first down. That escapes the sack. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith.
And that's going to be caught downfield by Fant.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 39.
And that's good for a Seahawks.
Gino now to throw. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait.
Touchdown, Seahawks. Antonio Gibson from 13 yards out.
And the Seahawks get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
Here we go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think? And now off to the races down the right side.
Inside the 20.
Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there with his second touchdown here in this first half.
And the Panthers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And the rout is on here in this first half.
Seahawks 14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Partner, the good ones have a clock running in their head, okay, because it says something like this: I've got this many seconds to find a target. After that, I have to tuck it and try and get some yardage on this first down snap. He doesn't just get some yards, though. He gets a big gain, and they'll come right back with another 1st and 10.
And this is caught. Touchdown!
Jackson Smith and Jigba.
As the first half is winding down.
And the Seahawks are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
To try here for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead back now to 21.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they have work to do in this second half if they want to earn that berth to the Super Bowl.
And I'm pretty sure this is where their coaches at halftime were saying don't panic, and then demonstrating it by not making a lot of drastic changes to the game plan. Let's just get back to doing what we've been doing all year long. That should be more than good enough.
Now a throw here to his running back. So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now Geno.
Back to Gibson, and another catch for him.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Smith. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
And that's good for a Seahawks.
13X.
Smith on 1st down. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
And the Panthers are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
Tough when they're first drive of the 3rd quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
At the 36-yard line.
Throw left side, pulled in by Mingo.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Pick up on the play. And it's 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. From the gun, they'll try to run it.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
A gain of 6 yards on the play.
Here we go on 4th down. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. So he needed 1. He ended up getting 3.
And I really like the way he ran that one, too. That's really intelligent running because oftentimes a running back could get too greedy. Try and hit the home run on a play where you just need a few yards. Well done there, making sure he got the 1st down and not worrying about trying to get a touchdown.
And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line.
Well, the offense has had a big day. He's been great running the football, but I don't think anybody liked that last result.
No, they didn't like the last result at all, but they have to look at it in total, don't they? They've had a big day running the football. You take an occasional loss or an occasional bad play along the way, but all in all, they have to like what they've done.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Fly food. Ready.
Throwing, Young.
He'll dump this one off to Hubbard.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
14 yards, good for a Panther 1st down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
Now a 2nd down throw for Young. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 21. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. That kind of looked like a defense fed up by being gashed in the running game all night.
Yeah, and imagine their coach saying, if you're fed up on that play, where were you the rest of the time? What took you so long? But flip it over to the offensive side. They've been dominating this thing, and to finally have a play go against them, that's not something that's going to make them feel very good this evening.
One quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Come on, set.
2nd and 11 now.
Blue striker. Yellow, go.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. So Young will head to the sideline, and on is Pinheiro for the Panther field goal. This is up and good from Pinheiro.
And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the offense moving quickly to the line.
That's good for a Seahawks. First down.
On 1st down, Smith. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Smith. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Throwing again is Smith. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here we go on 4th. Smith. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Smith throwing again. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Noah Fant from 10 yards out. And the Seahawks are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. The Seahawks offense staying put out on the field. They're going to go for 2. Geno's going to throw. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us. Because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And you can bet that they are starting to sense it now. That George Halas trophy nearly theirs. Their spot as NFC champions oh so close as they try to finish this one off. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
And Young's throw there incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Young on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Johnny Hekker now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. This will be fielded at the 17. 55-yard punt, 11 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Flush to his right, and he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Geno. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Here we go.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Check 59, cover. Hold on.
They snap it to Smith. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with a football. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here we go.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Ready?
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Ready?
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's the kind of run you get when you know Super Bowl berth is in sight. They've got the lead. It's the second half. All those weeks of wear and tear in your body just go away. He's running with purpose now, and that's a heck of a run.
Ready?
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Ready.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about run them into submission.
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great play there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game.
And the Panthers are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And they open the lead up now to 25. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
He's into space past the 25. Still going.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle.
Antonio Gibson.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Here's Smith looking to throw. That's caught, and he'll get in, and they're going to draw themselves 2 points closer. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And checking the timeouts. They do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he'll be well short of a first down as he's stopped again right at the line of scrimmage. Here's Johnny Hekker now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here's Johnny Hekker now as he's on to punt for Carolina. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback.
There we go, sit on.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And this isn't how they mapped out this AFC Championship game on their home turf, but it has been rough sledding pretty much from the start and on into this 4th quarter.
It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Flushed out right. He's got a man, complete. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 33 yards that time.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
They'll run with Gibson.
And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Antonio Gibson taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Seahawks have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
The extra point here is good, but the late touchdown can only draw the score a bit closer as this game is over. And what a ride it has been. NFC champs, they have punched their ticket to the biggest show in sports.
And what a way to get there, to go the entire season and then play for the right to go to the Super Bowl and the right to call themselves NFC champs. Elation has to abound.